Okay, to start off, I would like to show you my finished circuit of my tree. See how the LEDs are blinking? Okay, so my name is Lisandro Torres. Currently, I just finished my lab for ET272 Electronic Devices 2. I am taking it this is my 4th semester at NMSU, and I'm taking this class during the spring of 2024. You are currently watching an explanation of this surface mounted soldering kit that I just finished to make a light up Christmas tree. During the lab, I learned that the surface mounted soldering, you kind of lose function in one hand because you have to hold everything with tweezers to move it. So you can't really hold solder and soldering iron to solder because you have to move and adjust the piece. So you have to be a lot more patient and careful when doing surface mounted soldering since all the components are a lot smaller. So this has these black pieces right here. So there's 8 of them total, and the resistors basically just create resistance so that way certain components like these LEDs don't get too much current so they don't burn up. And there's these little transistors, which are the black things in the middle there, those two, and they basically are just mini semiconductors, and in this case they just act as switches, so they send current, no current, voltage on, voltage off, basically. And the capacitors, which are these big beige pieces, those act as delays because capacitors first have to be fully charged for there to be current to flow. Because if the transistors were just turned on and off, it would be so quick that we couldn't really see them changing like this. But with the capacitors, since it has to fill it up, then there's current, and then it dies, so it has to die back down, which means when it gets turned on again, it has to fill back up, and it dies very quickly compared to it being filled up as it fills up slower. But yeah, so this is a little Christmas tree, and yeah, that's the lab. That's what I learned. I like soldering. It was a very fun lab. But yeah, just have to be a lot more patient and careful when handling surface mounted soldering parts because of how tiny they are and the fact that you kind of lose one hand. But yeah.